Sometimes love doesn't send a warning. It doesn't knock politely. It storms in like destiny reclaiming what's already written. The person meant for you isn't somewhere far away. They're closer than you think, waiting for your spirit to align with divine timing. There are moments in life when heaven seems silent, when the prayers you whispered for companionship seem unanswered, and your heart wonders if love has forgotten your address. But what if the delay wasn't denial? What if it was divine preparation? What if your soulmate has been waiting, not for your message, but for your readiness? Because when your soul reaches the vibration of peace, faith, and surrender, the one destined for you appears, not as a coincidence, but as a confirmation that the universe was listening all along. The truth is, sudden love is never truly sudden. It is built in the unseen, crafted through every tear, every heartbreak, every lonely night that carves strength into your heart. What looks like overnight marriage in the world's eyes is often the unfolding of a love story heaven has been scripting for years. Your soulmate doesn't come when you're chasing love. They come when you become love itself. The waiting wasn't wasted. It was holy alignment. There is divine timing in everything, even in romance. The universe doesn't bring you what you want. It brings you what you are prepared to honor. Many people think they're ready for marriage, but few are ready for the responsibility of being seen completely. Your soulmate won't wait for your hesitation forever. There comes a point when heaven says now, and in that moment, life moves fast. Doors open, hearts recognize, and two paths merge like they were never apart. You don't need to worry about how or when it will happen. The same divine force that taught your heart to yearn for love is the same one that will bring your counterpart to your doorstep. You don't manifest marriage by forcing it. You manifest it by embodying faith so deeply that it becomes your default vibration. When your heart beats with certainty instead of doubt, your soulmate feels it across time and space. That's how sudden love happens. It's not random. It's resonance. The truth is, God never forgets a heart that loves purely. If you have been patient, if you have prayed without bitterness, and loved even after being broken, you have built the foundation for something eternal. You've been refined for someone who can see your worth without explanation. Your waiting has transformed you from wanting love to being love. And that's the very moment destiny steps in. Marriage won't come through logic. It will arrive through revelation. Sometimes love arrives not when you're searching, but when you've stopped trying to control it. You'll notice it in the peace that surrounds your spirit, the calm in your heart, the quiet joy that whispers, "It's near." This peace is the signal that divine timing is in motion. Your soulmate has been feeling that same pull, that same divine nudge, that same sudden shift in energy. And just as you align, life begins orchestrating coincidences. Delays become setups, rejections become redirections, and before you know it, paths collide. When this moment comes, don't resist it. It might come as a text, a chance meeting, or an unexpected reunion. It might look like a miracle wrapped in simplicity. Your mind may question it, but your soul will recognize it instantly. That recognition isn't imagination, it's memory. You've met them before in spirit, in prayer, in dreams. You just hadn't met them in physical form yet. This is the beauty of sudden marriage. It's not rushed, it's remembered. But to attract this kind of divine connection, your energy must match what you seek. You can't attract commitment if your heart vibrates with fear. You can't attract truth if your spirit still entertains uncertainty. You must rise above the noise of desperation and rest in the vibration of faith. When you do, your energy becomes a divine signal that your soulmate can't ignore. Suddenly what seemed far becomes close. What seemed delayed becomes instant, and what felt impossible becomes inevitable. Understand this. Your soulmate isn't waiting for you to be perfect. They're waiting for you to be aligned. Perfection is a myth. Readiness is real. Readiness means healing from the past, so you don't punish your future. It means forgiving yourself for the love you gave to the wrong people, so that you can freely give it to the right one. It means surrendering your timeline and trusting divine orchestration. When you reach that point, your soulmate can finally find you, not through effort, but through energy. Marriage doesn't begin with a proposal. It begins with preparation. The energy you carry right now is creating the love story you will live tomorrow. So elevate your vibration. Speak as if love is already yours. Walk as if commitment is already surrounding you. Let your words, thoughts, and emotions align with gratitude, not impatience. Because the universe doesn't delay what's meant for you. It waits until you can hold it without fear. And when you finally do, everything shifts quickly. You will notice how easily things fall into place when divine timing arrives. The relationship will feel peaceful, not pressured. You'll no longer question if you're loved, you'll know. You'll see how every heartbreak prepared you to receive this moment with humility instead of ego. And as the days unfold, that sudden marriage will make perfect sense. You'll realize that what felt like waiting was actually preparation. What felt like silence was orchestration, and what felt like loneliness was God aligning two souls across divine timing. When you reach this awareness, your heart will no longer chase, it will attract. It will stop asking, when will it happen, and start saying, it's already happening. Because faith doesn't beg, it believes. Love doesn't plead, it trusts. And destiny doesn't delay. It unfolds exactly when you're ready to live it. So prepare your heart, cleanse your energy, and open your spirit. The sudden marriage you've dreamed of is not a fantasy. It's a divine promise. The signs are already forming. You can feel the shift, the calm before the miracle. Your soulmate won't wait forever. Not because love runs out, but because divine timing requires movement. You must rise to meet your destiny. You must show the universe that you're ready not just to receive love, but to sustain it. This is your season to believe with boldness, to act in faith, and to live as though your union is already unfolding. Because when your vibration becomes love, your soulmate cannot help but be drawn to you. It's spiritual gravity in motion. So stand tall in faith. Release the fear that love has forgotten you. It hasn't. It's simply aligning, preparing, and orchestrating something far greater than your expectations. A sudden marriage is not a myth. It's the reward of divine readiness. Keep your heart open, your faith strong, and your energy clear. Because when heaven says it's time, nothing in this world can delay the love that was written for your soul. Love doesn't delay. It aligns with divine timing, not human impatience. What you call waiting is often heaven's preparation. The universe moves slowly, not because it forgot you, but because it's crafting something lasting. True love cannot be rushed. It must ripen in spiritual readiness. The delay is sacred. It's clearing old wounds and patterns that could destroy what's coming. Every unanswered prayer was not a no, but a not yet. You are being positioned, not punished. When you align your vibration with trust, rather than frustration, divine timing speeds up. Love isn't late, it's perfect. And when the season finally shifts, it won't crawl. It will rush in like a divine flood, leaving you breathless in its beauty. Your soulmate is not searching for perfection. They're waiting for your spiritual readiness. They don't need a flawless version of you. They need the authentic, healed, and faith-filled you. Perfection repels connection because it hides behind fear. But readiness radiates peace, acceptance, and humility. Your soulmate will recognize your energy before your face. They will be drawn to your wholeness, not your performance. That's why every heartbreak was preparation, not punishment. It stripped away the false layers that kept love at a distance. You're being shaped into the person who can sustain divine love. When you reach that vibration of truth, your soulmate's spirit will respond instantly. The moment you stop chasing love and start becoming love, destiny accelerates. Chasing comes from lack, but becoming comes from faith. The world teaches you to find someone who completes you, but divine law teaches you to become complete yourself. When you radiate self-love, your energy shifts from wanting to magnetizing. Love stops running away from you, because you're no longer running from yourself. You begin to vibrate wholeness, and wholeness attracts wholeness. That's when life surprises you, when the right person shows up effortlessly. You won't have to question their presence. It will feel like divine confirmation. Love moves fastest when you're no longer desperate for it. A sudden marriage is never sudden. It's heaven's plan unfolding in the right vibration. What seems like an overnight miracle has been forming quietly in the unseen. Divine timing isn't random, it's strategic. Every detour, every heartbreak, every tear was preparation for this moment. Heaven doesn't rush creation, it perfects it. That's why when it finally happens, it happens quickly, as if time itself bends to your faith. You will see how every delay made sense, how every ending led to the right beginning. The marriage will appear sudden to the world, but your soul will whisper, finally, because destiny only appears sudden when it's been growing in silence. Your energy is the invitation your soulmate has been waiting for all along. Every thought you think, every emotion you hold, sends a signal into the universe. You are constantly broadcasting your state of readiness. Fear pushes love away, but faith calls it closer. When you raise your vibration through gratitude, peace, and confidence, you create a magnetic field that your soulmate cannot resist. Energy doesn't lie. It reveals who you truly are beneath words. So heal, release, and forgive. For these actions fine-tune your signal. The moment your frequency matches the one you're meant to be with, life aligns effortlessly. Love finds its way not by chance, but by energy alignment. When your heart vibrates with faith instead of fear, divine union becomes inevitable. Fear delays miracles because it blocks receiving. Faith, however, is the open door through which blessings walk in. Every time you choose trust over anxiety, you strengthen your connection to divine flow. Faith whispers, it's on the way, even when there's no visible sign. That unwavering belief shifts your reality faster than any prayer spoken in doubt. Love responds to certainty. It gravitates toward peace. When your vibration becomes steady and calm, your soulmate feels it across time and space. Suddenly life begins to orchestrate meetings, coincidences, and timing that no logic can explain. God's silence was never rejection. It was preparation for a love that's worth the wait. Silence is where souls grow roots. When you thought nothing was happening, heaven was rearranging everything behind the curtain. You weren't being ignored. You were being strengthened. The unanswered seasons taught you patience, wisdom, and faith, qualities that protect divine love once it arrives. Had you received love earlier, you might have lost it to immaturity or fear. But now your heart knows the language of trust. The silence was building your foundation. And when God finally speaks through the arrival of your soulmate, you'll understand why waiting was the most loving answer of all.